Glasgow was formed over 1,000 years ago by St Mungo. He built a cathedral here, and from there houses and a city started to grow.
Glasgow was once called the second city of the empire. So Glasgow was an area that made its wealth based on the Clyde, which is the river that runs through the city. And on the Clyde, the shipbuilding industry was built. And in it, we were creating almost all of the ships for the British Empire. And at the height of the shipbuilding trade in the 1900s, the early 1900s, 1 in 5 ships built in the entire world was built on the Clyde. Once the shipbuilding industry kind of left Glasgow largely, it's nowhere near what it was in its heyday. There was quite a lot of poverty in the city, as lots of people who only had shipbuilding trade and skills, they were left without work after that.
So the East End isn't as bad as it's made out to be. A lot of people think it's got big issues like crime and poverty and stuff like that. And while these issues exist, it's actually like one of the friendliest places you can be, one of the most hard-working places you can be, and it's also one of the most fun places you can be because there's genuinely a wide range of different people.
The East End's more like kind of poorer compared to the West End. It's just like divided in terms of like, class. Growing up in the East End, you're kind of just used to it because like the people around you, like they come from the same background as you and stuff like that.
Basically, Glasgow's culture is it's very direct in conversation with people. People say what they want to say, and from that sort of competitiveness also grows in the city. We like to have rivalries with in the city and with others, but at the same time there's also a light-heartedness about the city, a lot of humour, and basically we like to create these rivalries and this sort of tension, but at the same time we like to have a laugh about stuff.
In school, I'm on the House Council. We're involved in sort of making decisions in school, and I'm part of Pupil Council as well, so kind of involved in the discussion in the school and how the pupils' influence change.
A few years ago, a few of us got together and this club was created, and it was basically about the rights of the children, how that could be sort of enforced and educated in the school. So we went about trying to make sure that every teacher and every student was aware of the rights of the children and how it differs from adults and how the school should be shaped to be able to actually create an environment that respects the rights of the children. And so then basically we started working with UNICEF to enforce this, and through our actions and through our fundraising we got an award from UNICEF.
I've been debating for about a year and a half. Michaela, actually, and another one of my teammates in school, Lewis, just said to me one day, I think you should go to debating, I think you'd be good at it. And I said no, and then they forced me, and I'm really glad they forced me. I think debate's important because it will never not be relevant. Like, there'll never be a time where you don't need to discuss issues, and there's never going to be a time where everybody agrees on an issue. So I think as long as the debate's welcomed and as long as it's peaceful, then it's always going to be relevant and it's always going to challenge your views. You know, I think the only way that we can ensure everybody's voice is heard isn't making sure that everybody agrees, but is making sure that tolerant debate is encouraged. I didn't realise until I went to Japan like how little people know about Scotland and how small it is in comparison to other places, and I quite like that. During the first 3 days of the competition, at first I was like really nervous to like meet new people and stuff like that, and also all the debate mate mentors knew about us, and I think that added pressure because they like expected us to be like amazing. But the more practice we got with the practice debates, it was really helpful, and like it turned out alright for us.
I realised over there we were quite shy, but other people were more outspoken, and more confident, and by the end sort of realised that being more confident in yourself wasn't such a bad thing. It actually enables you to get your voice out and speak and encourage you to get more involved in everything.
I struggle quite a lot with my nerves and I get quite nervous to debate, and I think because it was so fast that probably helped, to be honest, because I didn't really get a moment to be like, what's just happened, like it all just kind of happened, and by the time I'd realised what had happened, it was kind of, we were up singing karaoke. My highlight was karaoke just because it was something that was so silly but that everybody was able to enjoy. I remember vividly me, Ethan and Michaela saying, like, don't tell anybody we've done this, because I think we thought when we get back that people would like make fun of us, but like once we'd done it we're like, we don't care, like I don't care if people know what I've done here because I enjoyed myself and I had a great time and everybody was united, and that was something that was really, really nice.
When I came back, I felt more of a belief in myself that I could go out and achieve things, and if I wasn't happy with something, I can stand up and say, I'm not. If I see something wrong, I'll go over and fix it. Just try and make the school community a better place.
My view was basically that everything was done differently in different countries, and everything was different. But from speaking to people, I realised that they're living in the exact same life that we are, going through the same things we are. And you know, even though it's a different school, different language, different culture, basically the entire world's the same and we should be closer to one another.
Well, actually, while we were still in Japan, I sent out a tweet just saying that the kids had won the debate competition portion of PDWC, and that ended up going viral on Twitter in Glasgow as well. The First Minister of Scotland, Nicola Sturgeon, she retweeted it, and she was kind of corresponding with the young people and with myself, giving congratulations and saying well done. Oftentimes there is this almost poverty of aspiration or hope, and there's this feeling that things just are the way they are, and I felt like once people saw that, the messages I was getting on Twitter were very much, I can't believe a team from the East End of Glasgow did this. And there was this overwhelming positivity, and it felt like very hopeful, and everyone was just so proud, like so proud of the young people. And I hope that this gives young people from our school and young people from the community the idea that, you know what, you can absolutely do anything.
So I want to go to uni to study physics, but at the same time I also kind of want to explore the world. I want to become someone who is discovering stuff or creating stuff that has a direct positive impact on other people, because there's loads of people in science, people in engineering that go into things and are manufacturing weapons and stuff for rich people that's never going to get down to working class. And I think that if I was involved in stuff like that, I'd like to be able to find something or use something to actually impact the lives of everyone in a positive way.
I think I want to do journalism. I enjoy writing, and my biggest hope for the future is just try and bring positivity, just try and help my community. I'll challenge the future by standing up for what I believe in and reaching out, like setting goals and targets and actually working to meet them.
I'd say I'm quite passionate about learning, which sounds really like cliche as if I love to learn, but I feel like it's exciting to learn new things and there's always something to learn. In terms of careers and stuff, I don't really know what I want to do, but I don't really see that as something that's like important or something that is like defining at this moment in time, because I feel like the type of person that I am is more important. I think my greatest hope for the future is just that I never look back and think, why did I not step out more in my comfort zone? And that's something that at PDWC we spoke a lot about comfort zones, and that's sort of something that stuck with me, and I don't want to be that person that looks back and goes, what if, or I should have done that. Like, I just want to do the things and take the risks and just see what happens. My hope for the world is that, well, I mean, I hope that we can achieve peace, and I hope that everybody can learn that we don't need to always agree, but that we can actually like still achieve peace. That maybe just if we tolerate people more than just being so focused in power, we can actually achieve a place where people feel at peace.